మా పక్కింటి అట్ట ఉంది పక్కన సెట్ చేయండి అమ్మో
Good evening, everyone. Now we have assembled here to evaluate the question paper what you have written. Okay, the afternoon. Okay, relating to the business law, I will be dealing for 1 hour, and after that, another lecturer is going to take you on the business communication. Okay, who has taught you in the classes, the same lecturer will be attending that. Okay, we shall start with the question paper. Okay. This is the question paper what you have written exam. What we will be dealing with this session is, I will read out the question and I will tell you the answer. Okay, how you have to write the answer on a glance I will be telling. But detailed explanation will not be given because already we have dealt the same thing in our classes. I'm not going to detailly explain the answer. How you have to approach, I will be telling you now. Then I will tell you how much marks you have to allot for yourself. Okay, basing on the answer what I am telling you. Clear? Then. First question. Mr. Suraj sold 10 acres to Mr. Murali on 25th September. For 25 lakhs he has sold. Okay. The property papers mentioned a condition. In that contract, sale contract, they have given a condition that whosoever purchases the land is free to use 9 acres as per his choice, but remaining 1 acre he should be allowed to use it by Mr. Chandar, son of the seller, for carrying out farming or other activities of his own choice. Here 10 acres is there and he is selling the property and he is keeping some condition that 9 acres can be utilized by the buyer on his own, but 1 acre should be allowed for his son to use on his own. For his own purpose he can use it. Then Mr. Suraj died. He has sold it and he on 12th October 2019. Okay, after he has sold it on 25th September and in October he has sold that. Now Suraj died leaving behind his son and wife. Means he died and he has a wife and son. On 15th October, Mr. Murali started construction of an auditorium on the whole 10 acres. And the buyer started construction of an auditorium and denied any land to Mr. Chandra. And he has breached the condition. Now, Mr. Chandra wants to file a case against Mr. Murali and get a suitable remedy. Discuss above in the light of provisions of the Indian Contract Act and decide upon Mr. Chandra's plan of action. Can any one of you please answer immediately? Okay, I think you all been muted. Okay, or can you? Okay, okay, no need. Okay, I will only answer. Please listen. After reading a case like this, what you have to first think is from which corner of the chapter the question was asked. On what basis you have to decide this is, please listen, a condition is there. Okay, what is the condition? 9 acres have to be used as per his choice and 1 acre on the choice of his son. A condition is there. That condition was denied. Here itself, for your easy reference, they themselves will give you what is the chapter. The chapter name will be all. In every question, the chapter name is given. So you need not worry in which chapter it was there. Indian contract, because it is a sale contract. Don't think of Sale of Goods Act. Okay, it is Indian contract. They themselves have given that. Now, what it is resembling means it is resembling privity of consideration. Privity of consideration. Do you remember? If you have attended the classes, I have told this case law also. No consideration, no contract exceptions. One of the exception is assignment. Okay, Chinnaya versus Ramaya case. Do you remember? In that case also what happened? Mother has given a property to her daughter, telling that she has to provide some of the money what is arising out of that. Okay, some of the money what is arising out of that to her sister. Okay, mother has given property to the daughter, telling that you have to give some money to her sister every month. After the death of mother, she denied. Daughter has denied that. The sister of her mother went to court. What has happened? The daughter argued that no need to give because no consideration. Then it was decided in the court that because your mother has given a property, that itself is a consideration. That itself is a consideration. Privity of consideration. A stranger also can give consideration. Here what they are telling is the same case law they are telling here, but in a different way. He has sold a property. While selling itself, he has given a condition that his son has a right on 1 acre. 1 acre, his son has a choice. Okay, he can do whatever he wants to do on his 1 acre. Only 1 acre. Okay. But this condition, the other buyer has accepted and taken the land. So this is assignment. Some part of the property was given to his son, and the other party has accepted it. Whenever the other party has accepted, it means the consideration, whatever is given as 10 acres, is accepted. Okay. So whenever Suraj has given, that is consideration, this contract is valid. So in this case, Mr. Chandar, who is the son of Mr. Suraj, can file a case against Mr. Murali. Okay, he can file a case because he has given the thing. Okay, Mr. Chandar need not give any consideration again separately for that. Even though Mr. Murali says what is the consideration Mr. Chandar has given, no need to give any consideration from the side of Mr. Chandar. Whatever Mr. Suraj has given is the consideration on behalf of Mr. Chandar also. So he has accepted the condition also. So he can file a case and Murali has to pay the money. Okay. Now, sir, what are the marks we can get? Ante, if you have written the case name and the facts of the case, any case law question, first you write the case law, or if it is relating to some section, write the section and the matter in that. Okay, but the section number in case law, if you don't remember them, write the main matter of that. That itself is enough. Okay, even though you forget the section number and the case name, no problem. If you write the essence of that case law, that is enough. If you have written that, you will get 2 marks. Okay, if you write Chinnaya versus Ramaya case, okay, you will get 2 marks. After that, facts of the case, whatever is there. On 25th September, he has sold 10 acres. So he has given his condition was accepted by Mr. Murali. Whatever is there in the question itself, you have to write in the second paragraph. The third paragraph, what you have to write is, according to Chinnaya versus Ramaya, she has given the property and given assignment. This is assignment. Okay. Now here also, Mr. Suraj has given assignment and the other person has accepted this. So he has to oblige. According to contract, he has to do. So in the light of the provisions, decide whether Chandra's plan of action, what he has to do, and he can file a case and he can get a remedy on basis of the Chandra. Okay, if you write the conclusion, whatever I told you in the second paragraph fact, third paragraph analysis, and lastly the conclusion, yes, he can file and he can get a remedy. If you write like this in the conclusion point, you will get completely 4 marks. Okay, whoever have written all these 4 paragraphs, allot yourself 4 marks there. Okay. If someone has written only the case law, allot only 2 marks. Okay. If someone has written only the conclusion, yes, he can file a case. No, if it's something is there, okay, don't allot any marks. Okay, here if you allot also, there is no chance of getting marks in the main exam, so don't allot. Moving to the next question. Sunflower Fauna Limited was a registered company. Okay, public company. This is it. and there are 200 members. Is there any limit on the members of public company? No. So unlimited it can have. But they are giving who are the members. Members including directors 190, employees 15, ex-employees 10, and 5 couples are holding the shares. Okay, jointly they are holding 10, others 5. Now they want to convert it into a private company. Also advise whether reduction in members is also necessary. And sir, can we convert a public company into private company? Definitely yes. But what is the procedure means? They have to pass a special resolution to alter its articles of association. Second one is they have to get the permission of tribunal. Only after getting the permission of tribunal and altering the articles of association, a public company can be altered into a or converted into a private company. Okay, this is the situation. But in a private company, only 200 members will be there. But in a public company, unlimited number. Whenever a public company is converting itself into a private company, first thing what it has to see is it has to limit its members to 200. So they are asking you whether they can convert it or not. Yes, they can convert if you get a tribunal permission and articles of association. If you alter, you can do that. Second thing is, we advise whether reduction in the numbers is necessary. Whether necessary or not means only 200 are allowed. Check. We have provisions relating to this. Okay. In private company, in Companies Act, we have done this. Whenever a company is given, okay. Whenever a company is given, it is belonging to Companies Act. Directly they are telling private company. Check the provisions of private company. In private company, what they are telling is maximum 200, but you should not count the employees who are also members. You should not count them. And ex-employees means previously he is an employee and a shareholder. Now he left the employment but continuing with the shares. So he is a member but not an employee now. Even then they should not be counted. For the 200 number, they should not be counted. Then if any members are holding shares jointly, okay, that should be treated as one. If two hold, only it should be treated as one member. 2 or 3 members holding shares jointly, treat them as one. Okay, these are the conditions. These conditions you have to write in the first paragraph. What I have told you now, to count for the 200, who will be exempted, who will not be exempted, that has to be written. Then see, members including directors 190, all should be included now also. Then employees should not be included because employees and members, if both are there, they should not be counted for 200. Ex-employees, previously employees, but now only members, they also should not be counted. So this 15 and 10 will not be there. 5 couples jointly they are holding. Okay, so 5 into 2, and jointly they are holding. So only 5 should be taken because couples are holding. If 10 shares are there, okay, if 10 are there, you okay, means 5 into 2 means couple means 2, wife and husband. Okay, jointly holding means how many are there? 10. 10 divided by 2, so only 5. So treat it as 5. Okay, because joint holder should be treated as 1. Okay, so wife and husband will be treated as 1 here. Like that, 5 couples are there, so 5. Okay, these 2 did not come. These only came to 5. Others are 5. So 190 plus 5 plus 5. This is equal to 200. So the number of members are equal to 200. Maximum limit is only 200. So it is equal to 200. That is enough. So no need. So also advise whether reduction is necessary means not necessary because it already only 200 are there. It did not exceed. If it has exceeded, you require a reduction in the membership. Otherwise, it is not at all required. Okay. Why employees are not included? Why employees are not included is Act itself is telling whenever in a private company maximum number is 200, you should not include employees because they have given a chance to the employees to purchase the shares. Because a private company is a closely held company. Okay, means only a few members will be there. To motivate the employees, you have given them shares. The company itself has given them shares. Whenever company itself is giving them If the total itself, employees itself is increasing, then because you should give, if you give shares to only one employee, it will not be enough. You have to give shares to all the employees. Whenever you are giving shares to all the employees, automatically the number will be increasing it to a higher extent. So they are excluding the employees. This is the reason. Okay. Whenever you have doubts, you can ask. Okay. Same thing. Why ex-employees means also the same reason. Because you became a shareholder before itself. When you are employee itself, you have been given shares by the company. Now, even after some period, okay, due to age or due to different reasons, definitely they will be retiring from the office. Even though they retire, they will not be considered. Okay, because the shares was not given now newly. They were already given at the time of employment. So that is allowed. Okay. Then if you leave employees and ex-employees and in the examination given other shares are more and joint shares are more, than how can we know at whom to reduce? You don't reduce anything. You only have to tell reduction should be there. You don't reduce anyone. You don't have any right to send them away. What you have to do is you have to tell, yes, because it is more than 200, there is a reason to reduce the shareholder. Only that point itself is enough. Okay, you need not worry about how to reduce. You don't have any procedure to reduce now. Okay, then move to the next question. Distinguish between a condition and warranty. Okay, in a contract of sale. Direct question is this. Okay, what is the marks you have to allot? If you have written the analysis as you are not, you should exclude these two, and if you make it 5 and all others, if you have made it to 200 if correctly, okay, allot yourself with 3 marks. And if you have written, if they want to convert it into private company, articles have to be altered. If you have written that, then you allot the complete 4 marks. Okay, otherwise allot 3 marks. Then distinguish between a condition and a warranty. You know what is a condition and warranty. I will not explain the whole thing here. Condition is an important thing. Okay, the main purpose of the contract is called condition. Okay, for what purpose you are giving, that is a condition. Warranty means a different, which is a collateral thing. Example, if I give an example, an air condition you are purchasing. Whenever you are purchasing an air condition, for what purpose you will purchase an air condition? Only for the purpose to make your room, make your house cool. That is the main purpose. If this is the reason, and if you on the air condition, if it is giving hot air, you have breached the condition itself. But warranty will be there. What is the warranty? If any part of the air condition gets destroyed, it will be replaced, or if a filter of that it is there, this is a different thing. That is a warranty. Only warranty. A free service will be provided for 1 year. These are all warranty. Whenever a condition is breached means they did not do that. Okay, it does not get satisfied. The other party gets a power of cancelling the contract. Other party gets the power of cancelling the contract. But in case of breach of warranty means not satisfying the warranty. A filter has been damaged. Then you cannot cancel the contract. You cannot tell, take my AC away and give all my money back. What you can do is maximum you can claim for damage. But in breach of condition, you can cancel the contract out. This is the reason. But there are some situations where you, even though in a breach of condition, you can waive that. Okay, then it becomes a breach of warranty, and a breach of condition becomes breach of warranty. If this is the reason, then some situations were given here, and I will tell all the points also to you, showing you the answer. If you have written all those points, allot more marks. Okay, wait. Only 1 second, you please wait. Sorry for the interruption. We'll continue. Are you understanding what I am telling you?
Yes, sir.
The next question I am telling you. Okay. We shall discuss this answer also. See, where first you have to write the difference between condition and warranty. This is the points already I have explained you orally. Now, when breach of condition becomes a breach of warranty, the 4 conditions are there. What are these? Is waiving the condition. If the buyer himself waives means leaving. Okay, leaving the condition. Okay, even though condition is not satisfied, I will not cancel the contract. He is leaving that. Then it will be treated as breach of warranty. Then buyer elects to treat a breach of condition as a breach of, and he himself is telling, I will treat it as only breach of warranty. He himself is allowing that. Okay, this is also similar to waiving. Waiving means completely leaving. Here you are telling, I will treat it as warranty. Okay, second. Third one is non-severable, means you cannot differentiate. Okay, many parts of contract are there and you have accepted some part. Okay, then you cannot cancel that. Okay, you cannot cancel the contract. Then you should treat it as only a breach of warranty and you can only claim damages. Okay, I am giving only the overall explanation. In depth, if we start explanation, the time will not be enough. So only the main reason I am telling. And the last one is by law, excused by law by the reason of impossibility. Okay, whenever some condition could not be fulfilled due to impossibility created by law, it cannot be done. Okay, impossibility is there. Okay, so it should not be done. Whenever impossibility comes, automatically, it is not because of the default of the seller. It is not default of the buyer also. It has come only because of law. Whenever this type of situation arises, then it will be treated as only breach of warranty, not a breach of condition. These are the 4 reasons. If you have written the differences part, okay, then you allot yourself 2 marks. And if you have written all the 4 points also, you will allot another 2 marks. If you have written only half of this, 2 marks for that. And only if you have written these points, only 2 marks. Okay, but you will get a question. Sir, I have written only 3 points here. These I have written and these only 3 points. How much I should be allotted? Okay. These 4 points are for 2 marks. So whenever you write only 3 points, okay, or 2 points, allot only half, 1 mark. 1 mark for that. Okay. This is for 2 marks. This is for 2 marks. No, allot only 1 mark if you have not written. Then what are your doubts? Non-severable means if you cannot differentiate between 2 things. Okay, in a same contract there are 2 parts. In one part you have accepted, the other part you could not divide that. Okay, means by purchasing. Okay, purchasing 2 types of items from the same person. Okay, A and B, 2 products you are purchasing. A you have accepted. Automatically, if you can differentiate B from A, then it can be done. But if you cannot differentiate these 2 products, okay, if you have accepted one, automatically you have to accept the other one also. Then it will be treated as that. Sir, can we write the differences in a tabular form? Yes, you can do that. That will be also be a good presentation. Then next question, direct question. State the grounds upon which contract may be discharged. Okay, discharge means direct question. Okay, 7 marks. They are asking it for 7 marks. Until now, only 4 marks question. Here it is for 7 marks. They are asking you from Contract Act. How many reasons are there? Okay, listen. If you have written all the 8 points, or even if you have written 6 or 7, you can allot the complete marks. Okay, even if you have written 6 points or 7 points, you can allot complete whole marks. But if you have not written, only have written 4 points or something like that, allot only 4 marks. Okay, if you have written only 3 points, whatever are here. Okay, what are the answer is, If you have performed, then it gets discharged. Performance means doing that. Whatever is written in the act or not act, contract, you have done that. Then it will be discharged. Mutual agreement. Both the parties have agreed, yes, we shall discharge or we shall enter into a new contract. Then also this will be done. Or impossibility of performance, because you could not do. Supervening impossibility. This is tsunami came. You told you will sell a car. Okay, that car was in the go down in Chennai. Suddenly tsunami came and all the Chennai has been immersed. What you can do? You cannot sell that car. Okay, that is the supervening impossibility. Discharge by lapse of time. You be careful with this lapse of time. Okay, if in limitation act, okay, why I am telling you be careful means you should know this reason, law of limitation. Only within 3 years you can file a case. That 3 years has been completed and you did not do any legal action. In the class I have explained about this. Okay, whenever this happens, then also discharge. Okay, if you don't understand any point, only you ask me the questions relating to your presentation or something examination oriented questions, you please ask. If you don't understand the subject or if you want to know something relating to subject, I have already given you my phone number. You can ask through WhatsApp. Okay, even though if I don't have time for something, I will definitely answer your questions there. Only questions relating to the examination point of view, ask me. Otherwise, we will not have time. I have written 7 points, but explained only 3 points. Then how many marks? Good question. You have written 7 points. Okay, but explained only 3. Other 4 you could not explain. Even then, you can write. You can get 6 marks for that. You can get 6 marks for that. Okay, because the mainly asking only for the points. Okay, then you can get 6 or 5. Okay, 5 or 6 you can get. Okay, no problem. 5 or 6 you can get. This is what I have told you in the class also. Whenever you don't know completely also, try to attempt. Try to attempt. Okay, something like this. Even if you keep the headings, half of the marks you will be getting. If you only headings, if you keep also, you'll get 4 to 5 marks. Don't worry. Written 5 points and explained 5 points. Very good. Definitely you will get 5 to 6 marks. 5 to 6 marks you will get. Then. Okay, I'm not, okay, this is already over, lapse of time. The operation of law due to death of a promisor because it could not be performed, it involves some skill, dancer died. You cannot force, because he died, you cannot force to compel that. Or breach of contract, someone has not performed, what to do? It will also create discharge because other party gets a chance of cancelling the contract. These 2 points actually have already been included here in the mutual agreement. Recession and alteration. Recession, okay, and remission. Okay, sorry, not recession. Remission was given here again. See, it is remission only. What is remission? If someone has to give you 10 lakhs, you are accepting that. Okay, even though you could not pay 10 lakhs, for full settlement, pay 8 lakhs. That is full settlement. Once you accept for the full settlement, again you cannot claim for the other 2 lakhs. You cannot pay 10 lakhs anyway. You are asking, okay, pay 8 lakhs in full settlement. Whenever you agree for that, that is over. Okay, this is the situation. Then, next question. We move to the next question. Enumerate the circumstances in which LLP may be wound up by the tribunal. 5 marks question. Only one question comes. That too in second question only 5 marks question will be there relating to LLP. Okay, circumstances are there. Okay, there are situations where you can wind up. These are 7 points again. Okay, so now 6 points are there. Listen. When you can wind up a tribunal. Sorry, not tribunal. When LLP. I will explain these points, listen. Because we did not discuss LLP in our classes. Only simply I will explain. Whenever LLP wants, okay, they can go to tribunal and ask them to wind up. Wind up means closure. They can go to tribunal and ask for the winding up procedure. You please pass an order of winding up. You yourself will go to the court. Second one is, if the minimum number of members in an LLP is 2, if it has been reduced and for 6 months it has not been fulfilled, 2 is the minimum number, and you are not increasing it for 6 months, then also it will be a reason to wind up your LLP. Next, third one is you are unable to pay your debts. The creditors are going and filing a case. You could not pay your. In this situation also, it will be wound up. Then, if the LLP, and this is voluntarily you are going, here your creditor is going to tribunal. Mr. This LLP did not pay my debt. They are moving into the tribunal. Whenever they move to tribunal, tribunal will tell. It will check whether they can pay or not. If they understand that, and if they come to an opinion that you could not pay, they'll automatically then. If they have acted against the sovereignty and integrity of India, you know what is sovereignty and integrity. They should not be anti-nationalistic. Okay, they should work. They should do business only for the favor of country. Okay, anti-national things they cannot do. Whenever they do anti-national things, then also they will be wound up. Then they did not file their return. 2 forms have to be filed every year by an LLP. 2 forms. Form 8 and Form 11 has to be filed. They have not filed them for 5 years. Continuously 5 years they did not file. In that situation also it will be wound up. Lastly, if tribunal itself thinks it is not correct to continue this LLP because of some reason in public interest, if it thinks, and if it is a just and equitable thing, then also it can make it wind up. Okay, this is the thing. Sir, is this optional question or compulsory? First question is compulsory. From other questions, you have to write any 4. Okay, so this is an optional question. Tribunal means what? Tribunal means, for your understanding, treat it as a court. But okay, it is nothing but court. But for some purposes, a special tribunal is established for some purposes. Like in Companies Act, National Company Law Tribunal is there. It will deal. Okay. Company goes to NCLT. Yes. Then next question. Sorry. Okay. If you have written all the 6 points, you can allot 5 to 5 out of 5. If you have written 5 points also, that is enough. You can get the full mark. But if you have written any less number, accordingly to your numbers, you can proportionately give your marks. Okay. You need not explain anything. Only the reasons, if you can write, you will get the full mark. Then comes to the third question. A minor cannot be a partner in a firm generally because no agreement with a minor is void. But he can be admitted for the benefits of partnership. Yes, you know, because even though minor cannot be a normal partner, he can be there for only for profit. Partner for profit. Referring to the provisions of Indian Partnership Act, state the rights of minor. Minor, what rights he will be there? And second question is also there. This is all total for 6 marks. First question for 3 and other for 3. What are the rights of minor? Ante what minor will have right? He has a right in profits. First one, he can inspect the books. Okay. Whenever he wants to go away from the partnership firm, he can ask for his share. 3 things he can do. Okay. Second one, what is the liability of minor partner? Minor partner, what is his liability? And before majority and after majority also. They are asking like this. Before getting majority means he is only a minor. What will be the minor's liability when he is a minor? He will not have any personal liability. Only his, until up to his share of profit, it may be he may be liable. But he will not be personal. He need not bring anything new. The share of profit, whatever is there, may be liable. Okay, only after paying the outsiders, then only the profit will be shared with the minor. Okay, that can be done. He will not be liable to any third party. Even in case of insolvency. Okay, if firm gets insolvent also, minor cannot be an insolvent person. He can never become insolvent. So only even though firm becomes insolvent, others only have to bring their personal property. Minor need not bring anything. This is before attaining majority. After attaining majority, what is the reason? What he will do? He has only one chance. After becoming a major, he can do 2 things. He can become a partner, or he need not become a partner. He has to give a public notice for this. Okay, whether he wants to continue as a partner or he wants to leave the firm. Whenever he wants to leave the firm, he will not become a partner. Then only up to how he is there as a minor, the same things will be continued. If he becomes a partner, after becoming the partner, whatever debts come to the firm, equally with the other partners, this partner also will be like. Okay, all the liabilities, whatever are there for other partners, same thing will be there. But already the debts which are taken before his majority, and before he becomes a major, okay, some loans are there for the partner. For that, minor will not be. Even though after majority he becomes a partner, he will not be liable for those previous debts. This is the answer. If you have written whatever I have told completely, you can allot 6 marks. If you have written only these points right, allot 2 marks. If you have 2 marks, you allot. For this, if you have written these two, this answer you allot your 4 marks. Okay, this is for 4, and this is actually before I told 3 and 3, not 3, 2 and 4. Okay, if in this also, if you have written both, you allot 4 marks, otherwise allot only 1. If you have written only one thing, allot only 0. Then case law questions, how to write. In the first question itself, I have already told. Others are always general question, general direct questions. Where company goes to, sir, do we have to give an example for explaining this? For what minor? No need to give any example. Okay, and he won't be liable personal. It's with his guardian. I did not understand your question, Mr. Sardar. I did not understand. He will not be personally liable. That is the thing. When it is done by a guardian, are you asking a question like this? If any minor enters into any contract in the name of guardian also, please listen. Guardian can do only with the permission of court. He can do some contracts on behalf of the court. Even then, partner minor will not be personally liable. Even in the case guardian enters into a contract, minor will never be personally liable. Only sometimes, if it is a necessities or something, if the summit is relating to necessities, if someone provides necessities, then only his estate will be liable. Estate means property. Okay, property of minor will be liable. Okay, minor will never be personally liable. This is the answer. Okay, moving to the next question. P sells by auction Q a horse which P knows to be unsound. Unsound means not mentally not capable thing. Horse is selling. Okay, the horse appears to be sound, but P knows about the unsoundness. Horse is looking like sound horse. Sound horse means perfect horse. Okay, but actually it is not sound. In this contract, following, each question carries 1 mark here. 3, total is 3. If P says nothing about the unsoundness, P says nothing about it to Q. P, who is P's daughter. Q says to P, if you do not deny it, I shall assume that horse is sound. P says nothing. These 3 are the things. What is the answer? Ante, please listen. From where this question has been taken, ante contract act you have understood. Silence. Because he knows that and he is silent in this contract. Whether it amounts to fraud or not is the question. Mere silence, whether it amounts to fraud or not. Okay, in your free consent, it was there. Here, what is the answer of first thing is P says nothing about the unsoundness. It is not a duty of the seller to tell each and everything. Okay, you know, in sale of goods act also, buyer only should be aware. Okay, so I am not ready to tell each and everything here. So in that case, mere silence will not amount to fraud. So this is not fraud. So in this case, contract is valid. First case, contract is valid. But in second case, P says nothing about it to it Q, who is P's daughter. He is selling it to his own daughter. Here, P is in a fiduciary position. Fiduciary means responsible position. Whenever he is in a responsible position, definitely he has to tell. Okay. Then, okay, very good. You are giving answer. Sir, optional questions, how will we get to know? No. In the first question paper itself, okay, I will tell you. So let me complete this question. Because he is a father, he is a fiduciary, he is a proper position to explain. If he doesn't do that, it amounts to fraud. So, because P is in fiduciary position, he did not tell anything. This is void. Okay, he can, the Q can void, you can make it is void. So voidable contract. Second one is voidable. First one is valid. Second one is voidable. Third one, if Q says to P, if you do not deny it, I shall assume that it is sound. There is a condition in the contract itself. If you do not deny it, I will assume that it's sound. And the buyer is asking, if you don't tell anything, I will treat it as sound. He is being silent. So he is actively concealing the fact. Here, he has a duty to disclose. And he is there is a condition that if you don't tell anything, it will be treated as sound horse. So if you don't tell it here, it amounts to fraud. So it can be voidable. Okay, it can be made voidable. Okay, these two are voidable and this is valid. This is the answer. If you have written all the three, allot 3 marks. Otherwise, only one question. Each question carries 1 mark. And second one is, please listen. First, in the first instance itself, don't directly write the answers here. Write mere silence will not amount to fraud. That section or that part you have to write and then you have to answer the question. It is also a case like question. So you have to write that also. Whenever you write that and you answer this, then you can allot complete marks. There. See, listen. How do you know optional or not means here itself in the paper itself they are asking you. First question is compulsory. Answer any 4 questions from the remaining. 6 questions will be there. First question compulsory. They are themselves are telling. All the other 5. Yeah, among that 5, 4 you have to take choice. Okay, don't take, sorry. 1 is choice and 4 others you have to write them. Okay. So you need not assume what is optional and what is the thing. Okay. First is any question paper, first is compulsory question. Only others are, you can select among all the others. Question is over. Then C question. Shyam induced Ram to buy his motorcycle. Inducing means you are influencing. Okay, something you are telling. Okay, purchase it. It's very good motorcycle. Like this you are telling. That is called as inducing. Saying that it was in very good condition. Very good. This motorcycle works very well. Like this, it gives a lot of mileage. Like this, they are telling and selling. After taking the motorcycle, Ram complained that there were many defects in the motorcycle. Okay. After taking that, he told, you sold, but it's not in a good condition. Many repairs are there. Now, the seller, what he has done is, he proposed to get it repaired. Okay. It's my fault. I will accept this and I will get it repaired. Means I will give it to a mechanic and it will be repaired. And I will pay 45% of the cost. Remaining you have to bear. And he accepted that. The Ram has accepted this and they got it repaired. Okay. Mr. Shyam has paid 45% and other 55% was paid by Ram. Shyam has paid 45, Ram has paid 55. Then, after a few days, motorcycle did not work at all. It was completely gone. Now Ram wants to cancel the contract. Can he do so? No. Why? Because, please listen. Why he cannot do means, this is a clear thing of misrepresentation. In your contract, this is misrepresentation. It is not in a good condition, but he is telling it is in good condition. You have taken the motorcycle. Whenever you have found out some misrepresentation is done, immediately you have to cancel the contract. You have to cancel the contract. But what you are doing here, you are not cancelling the contract. You have accepted for what the other person has told. So whenever you have accepted that, you don't get a chance or you don't have a right, or your right will be cancelled. Okay, this is the situation. Are you understanding? So Ram cannot cancel the contract. Why? Because he has accepted. Okay, even though he has came to know, he did not cancel the contract and he has accepted it for the repair, and the Shyam has paid 45%, which was accepted by Ram. So because he has accepted for this, now he cannot get a chance to cancel the contract. I will show the answer also for this. These points already explained to you. Listen, these also mere silent answer. In the case, what has done? misrepresentation was done, can avoid and resign the contract generally, but he will lose the right to resign, means cancel the contract, because he, after becoming aware of the misrepresentation, takes a benefit. This point, if you write, you will get full marks. Otherwise, if you don't write this, okay, you will not get the complete marks. If you have taken a benefit, you cannot cancel that. Okay. Next question. Wait. What? Cannot resign. Okay. Shami is that influencing position? No, sir. This is not an undue influence part. Okay. Whether he is a dominant position or not is not at all required here. Okay. Even though he is not in an influencing position, he has induced, he has given a wrong information. That is the thing. He cannot resign. He has actually accepted the proposal. Yes. No, he cannot revoke the contract because, okay. Can you please send the answer, please? I will try. Okay. I will do that. Then fourth question. A non-owner can convey better title to the bona fide purchaser of the goods for value. Can he do so? In Sale of Goods Act, definitely you cannot do that. Okay. Actually, only a owner can do that. If he's not a owner, you cannot transfer a better title than what you have. This is a thing in Sale of Goods Act. But there are some exceptions for this. Even not being a owner, you can do that. When you can do that, we will see this answer, because we did not explain this in your class. I am telling, listen. This is for how many marks? For 6 marks they are asking. So explanation is also required here. Please listen. Sale by a mercantile agent. Mercantile agent means business agent. Okay. Business agent means your like your salesperson. Okay. If the owner may be some other person. If you go to some DMart, okay, some salesperson will be selling you. The owner of DMart will not come and sell it to you. Even then, it is a sale and you will get it in a good condition. Even though he is not a owner, you will get this. This is first one. Second one is, but the agent should get this possession, okay, with the consent of the owner. He can sell it only with the permission of the. This is the conditions you have to remember. And it has to be in all the points. This is a common point. He should take it at a good faith. Good faith means innocently he should take. Means he doesn't have knowledge of the fault. Okay. Then sale by one of the joint owners. If joint owners means 2 or more owners are there. Okay. And if one owner is having the possession, control and documents, everything is within his hands. And if he has sold and the other person has taken it in good faith, then it is valid. Third one, a person in possession under voidable contract. Voidable contract means like coercion, undue influence. Some party has gained some property. Okay. The other party, what is the right? He can make it void. But before he makes it void, you have sold it. And the other party has taken it in good faith, means innocently they have taken. Then also this is valid. Then sale by one who has already sold the goods but continues in his possession. He has sold the goods actually, but he is having the possession with him. Okay. And documents also he is having. Now he has sold it to the third party and third party has taken it in good faith. Then also he can do. Even though he has already sold, but the possession of the goods, and possession means control of the goods is with him. Documents also with him. Now he can sell. Okay. If the other party has done it in good faith, that is valid. If he knows there's irregularity, then it cannot be valid. Then sale by a buyer obtaining possession before the property in the goods are vested in him. Sale by buyer. Okay. Already purchased, but it did not come to me. Okay. The possession has come. Okay. Before the property of means the title was not changed in my name. Possession, control of goods came to me, but title did not come. Even then you can sell. Okay. Then effect of estoppel. Estoppel means being silent. Okay. Whenever some person is there, Mr. Raghavendra is the owner of the property. Okay. Suresh is not the owner, but Suresh is telling I am the owner of that property, and Raghavendra is there and he is sitting silent. He is not telling that I am the owner. In this situation also, he can. Then sale by unpaid seller. Okay, unpaid seller means you did not pay the, okay, whenever you purchase, you have to pay. You are not paying it for many days. He can sell the goods to any another person also. Then in the provisions of that, some other points also there. Official receiver. Whenever some person becomes insolvent, court will appoint an official receiver. Actually, he is not the owner, but he will sell the property of the insolvent person. That is allowed. Finder of goods. Okay. Whenever you don't find the owner, or if the owner doesn't pay your charges, in that situation you can sell the goods. Pani. Pani means pledge. If you, in case of a pledge, for security reasons, you have given some goods to the bank. Okay, you have taken a loan, you have given some goods, gold you have given, you are not paying the loan, what they will do? They will sell the gold. That is the, then next question. Okay, answer. If you have written all the 8 points or 7, okay, even 6 points if you have written, you can get the whole mark. Even if 6 points you have written, you can get the whole mark. If you have written only some points, or if you write only headings, allot yourself only 3 marks. Okay. If you have written explanations also, then you can allot a complete marks. Then. Okay. So much you need not write actually. Even you don't take advice from this suggested answers. Suggested answers will provide whatever is there in the act completely. They will provide. In examination, whenever we are correcting, definitely you are not required to write each and everything there. A simple explanation is required. Only 2 lines or 3 lines maximum. That is enough for each point. Okay. Whatever is there in the point as a whole in your own words, you need not by heart it also. In own words also you can write. You will get marks. Then. And now over this. 3 partners are there in a firm. Next question I am telling. A firm is a dealer in office furniture. Okay. A was in charge of purchase and sell. They have divided their work. A was in charge of purchase and sell. B was in charge of maintenance of accounts. C was in charge of all legal matters. Now, through the agreement among them, they have decided that A will be the in charge of maintenance and B will be in charge. And they have transferred this. Okay. Their duties they have changed. But being ignorant means M did not know this. A supplier has given furniture to A. Actually, A is in charge of purchase and sale. But they have changed this. The outside person, how he will know what has happened? So, who is ultimately sold to third party? He has given it to A and A has sold it to outside. Referring to the provisions of partnership, advise whether M can recover money from the firm. Yes. Whenever a partner does some activity within his implied authority, okay, even though some changes are there in their restrictions, you are liable to the third party. In this case, M can recover. But they are asking you a different question also. Here also you have to write actually what is there in the act itself. You have to write the main bare act section. You have to write facts of the case, then analysis and answer. M can recover. Then what will be your advice in case M has having knowledge about the agreement? Whenever you know the outside party knows that it is outside the authority of the partner, then what you can do? Whenever it is outside the authority, definitely if you are aware of that, you cannot do that. Okay. If you have done that, if you have done this, then you cannot recover that. If you are aware of that, M cannot recover the thing. This is the doctrine of internal. Yes, yes. I will explain that. Wait. Can we write the inside matter? Yes. Inside matter you can write it on one. Okay. Did you understand this? See, section 20. If you can remember this, you have to write and you have to write these points. If the third party knows the restriction and third party doesn't know that he is a partner at all, in these 2 situations, he cannot make firm liable. Otherwise, he can make firm liable. So these points you have to write. Okay. This is the same thing. This point only divided into points here. Okay. If you write this or this, one thing is enough. No need to write both. Okay. Yeah. If you have written the case and if you have given the conclusion, allot full marks. Otherwise, if you have written only the case, case means the section, not case, section number if you have written, then allot only half marks. If you have written only the conclusion, allot half marks. 3 marks you allot. Okay. Next question. Mr. Mrs. Woodworth and Associates, a firm dealing with the wholesale and the retail buying and selling of various kinds of woods. They are selling different kinds of woods. Okay. Okay. Rosewood, mango, teak wood, something. Mr. Das, a customer came to the shop and asked for wooden logs. Okay. They have given some size also. Specifically mentioned that they should be suited for making wooden doors. And the buyer is asking, I want to make wooden doors. What wood will be suitable? He is asking himself. Okay. And he is asking for the better wood also. In this situation, okay, he has given mango wood. Okay. The shopkeeper agreed and he has given. And the next day, the carpenter came and told they are most unsuitable. And the wrong type of wood has been given for his requirement. This is like in your sale of goods also, it is like not suiting your purpose. Okay, you know, you have given the clearly description you have given. Even then, he did not provide you proper. Okay, now, what is the duty of the buyer as well as the seller according to doctrine of caveat emptor? What is caveat emptor? Let buyer be aware. Okay, what he should be, you should understand how the goods should be. Okay, how the goods should be, buyer should understand. It is not the duty of the seller to tell each and everything. Okay, buyer should be aware. But in some cases, sellers will be liable when they are giving some reason. All those points if you have written, good, full marks, 6 marks will be coming. In that, one of the reason is whenever he has specified a purpose for making wooden doors and window frames, what wood will be suitable? Definitely the seller will know. But he has given a wrong thing. In this case, Mr. Das has a right to recover the money back because he has told the purpose and the other person has knowledge of that. Even then, he has not provided that correctly. In this case, Mr. Das has a right to claim the money back. Okay. If you have written both the duties of buyer and seller under the doctrine of caveat, first you have to explain what is caveat emptor for 3-4 lines. Then you give the duties of buyer and duties of seller. Okay, what are the duties of seller? Okay, exceptions for caveat emptor are duties of seller. Direct. Okay. If you write this, this is stands for 2 marks, this is for 4 marks. This is for 4 and this is for 2 marks. Clear? We have written both 6 marks. Proportionately, you can allot. Then. What marks will not be deducted? For what? If I have written the intro and 3 points each, no, okay, that is enough. You will get 4 for that. And if you have written the second question also, you can get 2 marks. Okay, for both buyer and seller, if you have given 3 points, that is enough. Introduction 3 points, and last question, if you write the second question also, then you can do. You will get marks. Next one is doctrine of indoor management. What is doctrine of indoor management? This is under Companies Act, you know that. What is it? Okay, indoor management. Whatever is happening internally in the management, that cannot be known by the outsider. So outsiders can assume that. Outsiders can assume that. They need not, whatever is in the articles, they can think that they have been happened. Okay. So directly they can enter into the contract. Even though something has not happened according to articles, outsider can make the company liable for that. Okay, even though that has not happened, because they can assume it is for the protection of the outsiders, this doctrine was given. Here you can also write Turkmen rule. A case law is there. Turkmen. Okay. The Turkmen rule, in that case, what happened? They have taken a loan in articles, they have written 2 directors have to sign, but only 1 director signed. In such a case, it should be treated. Okay, that case you are right. And they are also asking, explain when doctrine of constructive notice will apply. So what they mean is, first you have to write about indoor management and you have to write the exceptions for indoor management. Whenever some exception is there for indoor management, that automatically gives constructive notice. What is constructive notice? Deemed notice. Whenever MOA, memorandum and articles are registered with the registrar, they become public documents. So everyone can see that. So whenever you have a chance of seeing that, any person who is entering into a contract with the company has to read and understand the terms of MOA and AOA, then only they can enter into the contract. If they don't do that, if they don't understand the terms and enter into the contract, they cannot make company liable. This is the situation. What are the 3 reasons? And whenever forgery comes, whenever negligence is there, in that all situations, these are the exceptions. If you write what is indoor management and all the 3 exceptions, 6 marks. If you write only exceptions, 3 marks. Okay. No, 3 marks. If you write exceptions, you can take 4 marks. If you write the introduction or indoor management, then 2 marks for that. Clear? Okay. Then next, last question. Let me complete this. When a party to the contract has refused to perform or disabled himself from performing a promise in its entirety, the promisee may put an end to the contract. Can he do so? He's asking. 2 parties will be there in a contract. So whenever the person who has to do that, what he has done, he has refused to perform, breach, or he disabled himself. Disabled means I have to dance in Vijayawada. I am a dancer. I have entered into a contract to dance on April 1st. But on March 31st, I am in America. I cannot immediately come on April 1st and cannot dance. Okay, and I don't have any ticket also. So I have disabled myself not to perform. In this situation, what are the rights of the other person? Whenever I make a breach, what are the rights? And 2 rights will be there. One is, he can cancel the contract, he can claim damages. Cancel and claim the damage. First thing they are asking here, when a party has refused or disabled him, can the promisee may put an end to the contract? Explain. Yes, he can definitely do that. According to Contract Act, a promisee can put an end, or he can also claim the damages. Second thing what they can do is, listen, even not putting an end, they can ask them to continue. Okay, I want to continue it also, you can do that. Okay, then for this you want the suggested answer is doctrine of indoor management. Section 39. When a party refuses, disabled, these all came from the question itself. Okay, only one thing what they are telling is, yes, he can put an end. So from this, what they can do? They can terminate the contract, okay, or they can indicate the word that he is interested. He can also continue also. He can terminate or he can continue the contract also. Even in both situations, they can claim for damages. This is the last answer. A very simple answer. Okay. This is for 5 marks. If you write this, you can get 4 marks. If you write the conclusion that he can also claim damages, then you will get another 1 mark. Or if you write the damages word, then you will get 1 mark. For this, to terminate the contract, and he can tell, I will continue. Okay, even though you cannot dance on April 1st, no problem. Whenever you come, you have to dance. If I ask like this, then I want to continue the contract. In such situation also, I can claim damages. Okay, in both cases, you can claim damage. Then comes Indian Partnership Act does not make the registration of firms compulsory, nor does it impose any penalty for non-registration. Explain. It does not make registration compulsory. Yes, this is correct. How much points required for 10 marks? Theoretical question. If you don't have any question for 10 marks, 7 marks is highest. Okay. Partnership Act, what they are doing is, Partnership Act is not telling to make registration of the firm compulsory. It's optional only. Our Indian Act. English Act is giving that. In English Act, okay, Partnership Act registration is compulsory. If you don't register, penalty also will be there. Indian Partnership Act is not forcing you to register yourself. It's optional. But some disadvantages are there. If you don't register, you cannot file a case on the third party. You cannot go for a set off. Set off means he has to give you some money. You have to. You cannot make a set off. First, if he goes to court, you have to pay the whole amount. Set off cannot be done. You cannot. The partners cannot file case on other partners. If it is an unregistered firm, these all cannot be done. But other outside party can file a case on you. These all are disadvantages if you don't register. These points you have to write. This is only for 4 marks. If you write the 4 disabilities, now I told you the 4. Okay, you cannot file a case on third party. Third party can file a case on you. You cannot. A partner cannot file a case on other partners. Okay, then you cannot go for a set off. If it is for more than 100 rupees, you cannot go for a set off. These 4 points, if you write 4 marks, 4 marks. Okay, then. Yes, definitely I will do. Video link. I'll keep it in the group. Then, last question. This belongs to Companies Act. Alpha Company started imparting education with the sole objective of providing education for weaker society. Weaker means poor people. They want to give for free of cost or very nominal fees. What do you mean by this? Charitable purpose. A company established for a charitable purpose. Okay. However, on 30th March, it came to the knowledge of the central government that school was not operating according to the objects. And they have established for a charitable purpose. Charitable purpose company means section number 8. It is section number 8. Okay. But what they have done, they are not doing this. Okay. Whenever they are not doing, what is the power of central government in this situation is they can revoke the license. Whenever a section 8 company is there, they have to get a license from the central government. Unless you get license from the central government, you cannot have a section 8 company. Now, whenever central government is providing you license, they will keep some conditions. In the act itself, you have some conditions. What it is you cannot share the profit. You have to use all the money only for the charitable purpose. These type of conditions are there. Whenever you don't follow conditions in the act, or whenever you don't follow conditions which are given by the central government has a power to revoke your license. It will be revoked. Sir, what happens when you revoke? After revoking, what central government can do is, if license is taken out, you are no more a section 8 company. Now, it can ask you to convert yourself into a public company or private company. First thing. Second one is, it can ask you to amalgamate with some other company. Okay, amalgamate with the similar objects, you can amalgamate. Third one is, it may ask you to wind up also. It can ask you for winding up. Sir, whenever you wind up a company, you will have some surplus. Whenever some surplus is there, that surplus also will be given to another section 8 company which is running with a similar object. This is the answer. If you can write like this, section 8 direct question. This is okay. In these type of points, you can directly write whatever section 8 is telling. Okay, then you can. But this is only for 3 marks. Very less marks it is there. So you can directly tell how central government can revoke the thing, and whenever it is revoking, it can do 3 things: order for winding up, order for amalgamation with similar objects, or ask it for conversion into a public or private. If you can write these 4 points, complete 3 marks you can take. Sir, which section should we do first? In how much time? Okay. Actually, there is no rule that you have to write section A first and section B first. But whenever you write one section completely, you have to write that section. Then only move to the next section. Okay. Then second thing is how much marks, and you have to decide that. This is for 60 marks, that is for 40 marks. Time also you divide in the same way. If you have any more doubts, you can answer. Sir, Prasad sir, did you join? Your next lecture will continue. Okay. answer PDF here. Actually, I don't know how to share it here. I will share it in your group, WhatsApp group. I will share. రమేష్ గారు నాది కంప్లీట్ అయింది సార్. లింగేశ్వర ప్రసాద్ సార్ వస్తే ఆయన కంటిన్యూ చేయొచ్చు సార్. అబౌట్ టైమ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్, always remember proportionate time only. Okay, section A 60%, keep half and 1.5 hour. Okay, 1.5 hour, just 1.5 hour or 10 more minutes, 1 hour 40 minutes you can take for law paper. Okay, whenever you are writing, always keep in your mind how many marks question for how many. This is actually you can write it detailedly also, but he is asking only for 3 marks. Then you also compress it. Whenever a small point is given for more marks, small thing given for more marks, be careful. Read the question 2 times or 3 times, then you will understand he is not only asking you a small thing, he is asking you some other point also. You should grab that. Okay, whenever such situation, small point 5 marks if he is asking, he is expecting something from you. Okay, not only the just answer, he is expecting something. Whatever is related to that also you have to write. Then whenever you are attempting to write, if you know points, if you know the point, write point wise. Okay, don't write paragraphs. If you don't know the answer, then only you write it as a paragraph. Because if you don't know, if you write paragraphs, what happens? The examiner will check. But if you know, if you can write it point wise, it will be good presentation. The record sessions will be kept in the group, my dear. How much pages? Second thing is, listen, basing on marks means don't go for long pages also. If you can write point by point correctly, even if it is only taking for half a page, or if it is for 7 marks, you can write the whole page, 1 page, that is enough. Okay, you need not write more than that. Okay. Okay, 7 marks also, that is enough. For 6 marks, 1 page or 1.5 page is enough. Okay, you can, but don't increase the volume because it takes more time and the other questions will be at loss. Okay, don't write choice question also. Don't try to write choice question also. In first question is compulsory. In all other 5 things, we only write 4. First, in the 15 minutes before itself, you select what questions have to be written, write accordingly. Okay. Sir, at the end, if I think something, I have to write. Clearly write the section A, which question you are writing. Because once you will take one choice and afterwards you will think some other thing. But whenever you are writing it again at the end, strike off one question before. If you don't strike off the choice question, whatever is written first will be valued. The last will not be valued. Okay, so be careful with that. Thank you. If any more doubts,
అయిపోయింది సార్.
అయిపోయిందండి
సార్ ఇచ్చారా సార్? ఒక్క నిమిషం.
Have you any notes available? There, please. Okay, if possible, I will do that. Okay. For some 2 units I have prepared, I'll put that. Okay.
ఒక్క నిమిషం సార్.
Sir, Prasad sir, you can continue, sir. My work is done.
సార్ మీరు లాగిచ్చేయండి, నేను ఆయన యాడ్ చేస్తాను. నేను ఒక్క నిమిషం సార్.
I'll wait. Otherwise, the students వెళ్ళిపోతారు. I'll wait.
Okay.
Before Sar joins, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Thank you.
అలాగే సార్ అయిపోయిందంట లేదు సార్ సార్తో మాట్లాడు ఒక 2 minutes లో సార్ వచ్చేస్తారు.
Okay. The next on business communication, within 2 minutes Sar will be joining. Before that, if you have any doubts relating to examination, you can ask me. Basing on law paper or whatever. For all the things I have already given you in the rapid revision classes. Case law, always remember the main provision or section you have to write it first. Second one, you have to write the facts of the case, whatever is present in the question, you have to write. Third, analysis, compare these two, you write it there. Then last one is, you have to give the conclusion. This is one point you have to remember. Second point, write all the questions, and not the choice questions. Write all the questions. Don't leave any question. Okay. Then write it maximum for 3 hours. Write the exam. Don't leave the examination. Okay. Before that, whatever, even though you have written, check it. Check the answer sheet again and again. Okay. Something may be there. 1 mark is also very important. Okay. What if you don't remember? If you don't remember the section number or case name, don't worry. Write the essence of that section or essence of the case law. That is enough. Okay. But don't write a wrong section number or wrong case name. If you write wrong, the whole question may be cancelled. If you write the essence, good marks will be allotted. For 5 marks, you will be allotted 4 marks. Don't worry. There is no rule that whether you have to answer first law or communication. Your choice. But one section at a time. Write all the law paper at one place and all the communication at one place. Don't confuse the examiner. Any more doubts? Write each and even though you don't know the answer, try to attempt something. Okay. Try to remember. Okay, and attempt. Don't leave any question and don't come out before 3 hours. 3 hours writing the examination is very much important. Will be important. And checking the answer sheet once before you submit it to the invigilator. Once go through the whole of the thing for 5 minutes at least. Okay, last 5 minutes you keep it for that. To check something you may find out and some changes or some points whatever you require. That will also fetch you marks.
సార్ వచ్చారు సార్. ఓకే.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, class. Yeah, good evening, Raghava. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Okay.
Very fantastic, very fantastic. Right there. So good to see your dynamic session, Raghava, after a long time.
Thank you.
Yeah. So everything is good, Raghava? Everything is fine? All right, great. Well, right, I'll take it over from this session. Right, so, yes, good evening, all of you. Right, hope you're all doing very fantastic. Right, so are you done with your law session, all of you? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good to hear all these voices after few days, huh? Okay, good. So hope your preparation is rolling fantastic. Okay, right. So I'm going to take over your the second half of your paper. That's what we call as BCR pattern. Okay. So how did you attempt it? First of all, let me know that first. You have attempted fine or not? Well or
Yes,
not?
sir. Good, sir.
That's good, right? So, well, right. What's your level of confidence like? You have done it, say, above the mark or up to the mark? Oh, it was rocking. That's fantastic to hear that, Jyoti. That's good, right? Fine. That's good, right? So, yes, shall we move on to the solution? I mean, paper part, question paper part, please.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So let me share this one for you. Okay. Yeah. Just a minute. This is one. How come my file got missed? A minute. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you got okay. Yes, I have got this. Yes. So I hope. Yeah. Am I audible, please?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So this part is done. Okay, and we are supposed to start over this, right? Yes, say students, this is about DCR part, which comprises 40 marks. And I hope you are very well aware about the model pattern. Okay, right. Well, it starts with the, right, say question number, say like, say 5 to 10, and where in which question number 1 is compulsory. Now, please pay attention, right? So without what we call as attempting this question number 1, right, say please do not proceed to, right, the further questions, right? When it is compulsory, it holds lots of weightage. Okay, please do not ignore question number 1. So I suggest you to have right, say very fantastic practice with reference to, right, say passage and as well as Prezi also. So usually these two topics are expected to get connected in question number 1, right? So ready for this, right, please?
Yes, sir.
So read the passage carefully and answer the questions that follow, right? So it is all about a psychological right, situation called as a depression. It is a psychological health disorder characterized by despondent, right, mood or loss of interest in activities, causing depression in daily life. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, released a report according to which 8.1% of adult ages 20 and over had depression in any given 2-week period from 2013 and 2016 census. Right? The factors include a combination of biological, psychological, and social distress. These factors cause a change in brain functions, including altered activity of certain neural circuits in the brain. Right. You know, our brain is made up of millions of nerves called as neurons. Right. That's what actually being specified here. Right? Constant feeling of sadness or loss of attentiveness characterizes major depression that leads to a fluctuation in behavioral and as well as physical health. Depression also affects sleep, appetite, energy level, concentration, and self-esteem of a person. Right? It can also be associated with suicidal thoughts or as well as tendencies. Right? Okay. So as you can see, right, the very first paragraph itself is highlighting, right, a word called as despondent. Please mind this word, right. So a person who is in low spirits, a person who is highly, right, say depressed or low spirits, identified as a despondent. Okay, right. So then there are two main types of depression: major depressive order, persistent depressive order. So can anyone highlight what is the meaning of persistent, please? Persistent, continuous. Okay, repeatedly. Well, right. You got it? All of you, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Major depressive disorder is a more perilous form of depression, right? So can anyone highlight what is this perilous form, please? Perilous form, please. Perilous refers to
Dangerous.
extremely dangerous, full of dangerous. Is that clear?
Yes,
Dangerous,
sir.
dangers, not dangers, Jyoti. Dangerous. Okay, right? Okay, fine. Yeah, you are right. Then, right, form of depression. It is characterized by persistent feelings of sadness. What is a synonym for sad? Sadness or sad? Gloomy. Remember this. Gloomy. Gloomy. And there is also a slang called as blues. Blues, right? Well, right. Grief is different. Grief is, I mean, the usage will be different. But when you talk about, well, he's too sad over the incident. You can say like this, but you cannot say he's too grief over the incident. So I think I'm clear to that. Okay. Well, right. So sadness, hopelessness, and worthless that cannot be overcome easily, and persistent depressive disorder, right? Earlier termed as say it's a terminology of psychology, right? So dysthymia. Okay, it's a mild but chronic form of what? Depression. Depression can be cured by proper medications, and then psychotherapy, light therapy, okay, and as well as exercises, right? These include antidepressants and anti-anxiety and anti-psychotic medicines, right? Usually, right, these medicines are expected to elevate your what we call as say neural networks, right? Okay, right. But it is not so recommended to go for what we call as without the supervision of a professional. Okay, that's very serious point. Okay. Then psychotherapy includes enunciating with a therapist that can help to deal with negative feelings. And light therapy is a technique where exposure to white light helps to regulate one's mood, right, and improve symptoms of depression. 30 minutes of daily exercise increases production of endorphins, and these are hormones basically that improve the mood. Okay, and above all, family support plays a pivot role in which, what is this recuperation, please?
సార్ ఒక నిమిషం సార్
చెప్పండి.
అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఎండ్ కొట్టేసండి.
Oh, sure. I will. Okay. So quick recuperation of a patient means recovery. Okay. Well, that's fantastic. Now let me highlight. What is the synonym of repression? Anyone, please? Repression, please. First of all, let us track what is the meaning of repression. If you calculate the meaning of repression, it will be easy for you to identify it's a synonym, right? Repression refers to action of what? Subduing by force, someone by force. Okay, right. So for this, please update. What is the expected answer? What did you mark?
Depressive.
What did you mark, please?
So impairment.
I'm sorry. Repeat again.
Impairment.
Impairment. Okay, you have marked it as impairment, right? Okay, that is all. Any other answer, please?
So depressive.
Sorry.
Depressive.
Depressive. Okay, good, right. Depressive. Okay, and any more answer, please? Only one
Depressive.
answer. Two answers I have got. Two answers. Yes.
Depressive, sir.
So, depressive. Well, right. Mhm.
Impairment.
So let me tell you. Please go through it. How it is going on? Actually, I am announcing. Am I supposed to announce the with the key to you, and then you are marking? Is that so? How the modus operandi is going on till now? I have to announce the answer. You are going to mark it. Is that so or
Yes,
not?
sir.
All right, fine. So please mark it for the first question. Synonym of repression refers to impairment, please. Impairment. That means for one, it is apple. Marked it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then say for second, light therapy improves dash mood, endorphins production, and overpower negative feelings, right? And you have say something called as say symptoms, right?
Symptoms.
So with this, yes,
Option
for
D, sir. Symptoms.
second question, it is yes, please.
Option D, sir. Symptoms.
Symptoms. Option D.
Fantastic. Delhi is the answer, right? Delhi. Okay. Well, third question, please. Right. Define two major types of depression and state their characteristics. Right. Yes, please.
A major depressive disorder and persistent
And
depressive
persistent
disorder.
depressive disorder.
Depressions are very clear. Major depressive order, and then you have persistent
Persistent.
depressive order. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Which is more dangerous? Please?
Sir.
Major depressive disorder.
Major depressive order, as the name suggests, it is definitely more what we call as say dangerous than persistent depressive order, right? Okay. Now, yes, this is done, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Third
So
question
can
is
you
done,
please
right?
tell us that the second
Sorry.
question state their characteristics?
Could you please repeat again? I'm sorry.
State the characteristics. There is only one statement over there. Will it be valid for both the points?
You mean to say for second question you have two alternatives? You mean to say?
No, sir. I mean to say there are major depressive disorder and persistent depressive disorder. The characteristics for both of them are the same, written in the passage.
How come both are the same according to the passage? They are different, no?
The characteristics.
Someone please help me out. Actually, I'm unable to reach her voice properly. Right? What she'd like to convey, please? Clear to you?
She is asking both the major depressive disorder and persistent depressive disorder contain same characteristics or not.
When they are carrying the same characteristics, usually, how can you expect that they'll have two names? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Have you gone through the paragraph clearly, right? Say please. They definitely come under a common umbrella called as depression, but there are some changes. See, it is a medical terminology. See, we are not bothered about what so the ins and outs of this is not what we call as a psychology session. We are not bothered about that deep details. We are just attempting point to point. Okay. So here the question is clearly raising two types of depressions are there. What are they? And one is major and the other is persistent. Finish. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
No, one who raised the question. I hope her motive is something else. Dear student, your voice is cranking. I'm sorry to say that. So that is why I'm not able to hear you properly. Yeah. Okay. So let's move on to next query, please. So what are the causes of depression? Right? Yes. Major causes refers to biological. Agree?
Yes, sir. Psychological and social distress.
And social distress, and that further cause change in what activity of certain neural networks. Okay. So how
Yes,
can
sir.
Yeah, that is fine, right? That's the answer. That's the answer. Okay. Now, how can depression be treated, please? How can you treat depression? Combination of
Medication, psychotherapy, light therapy, and exercises.
exactly right. And can you highlight even family support also? You forgot to mention
Sure,
about
psychotherapy, therapy,
family support.
exercise, and family support.
Family support is quite important. Okay, right. And we can also highlight what we call as counseling sessions. But counseling sessions are part of psychotherapy. That is why it is not separately identified, separately noted actually. Okay, right. Then according to your opinion, which one is the best, right, say, of all those therapies actually? Of all those treatments, which one is the best?
So, family support.
Well,
So best refers to exercise. Is that clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, right. So let's move on to passage B, please. So make notes using headings, subheadings, and abbreviations wherever it is required, right? Okay. So Marie, yes, sir. Well, have you gone through this summary part? Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
how are you children toxic? What is the meaning of this, please? Anybody? So knowingly or unknowingly, right? Say due to our ignorance or what we call as say lack of
carelessness.
proper identification, we will be damaging the thought process of young say people, right? So usually in the age group of teens, right? That's 12 and 16. Okay. So well, that is to be definitely avoided. So if you like persist the same situation, right, then chances of say their brain getting intoxicated, right? So I think you should come across a word called as yes sir, a word called as toxic milk. Have you experienced that word somewhere?
No,
No?
sir.
Oh, okay. Yes sir. Toxic word, along with that there should be some title, right? Fine, okay. Toxic mix, it is here, see? Toxic mix. There? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Toxic
fine,
mix.
good. Yes, sir. You want me to go through the passage or shall we discuss only about the summary part?
Discuss.
Okay, so
Summary part
you want me to
discussion,
go
sir.
through? Okay, I'll just provide the overview. This is the overview, and you are expected to raise some. Do you remember note making? You are expected to go for some acronyms, abbreviations,
Yes,
etc.
sir.
and all, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is expected in this, right? Yes. Okay. What's the title you have highlighted for this? Anybody? Have you applied? I mean, have you highlighted the title or not yet?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Title is number one priority.
Toxic behavior.
Toxic behavior. Wonderful, right?
toxic
Okay.
behavior in children's.
That is quite wonderful, right? Okay. So that means say toxic behavior in children. And have you chosen any kind of acronym for children? So
Yes,
something
sir.
like CHRN.
Yes, sir. CHDR.
CH, okay, you have used D also. Okay. You can go for CHRN. That's fine. That is fine. Okay, definitely fine. Okay. Then, yes, what are the, I mean, bullets you have highlighted? Like kind of the children, kind of the child. Okay, right. And having what we call as a damage or effect. Okay. And you can go for grunt. There is a word called here grunt. There is a difference between grunt and talk. You know, grunt refers to making some sort of odd sounds, odd noises, right? So, which is not what we call as, say, even, say, smooth to take over. Okay. Usually, right, the word grunt is referring, it will be referring to animals, usually. Okay. And what is this LOL, please? LOL. LOLL. What is the meaning of LOLL, please? Anyone? Lol about. Yes, please. Sit. Sit is the synonym for that. Lie, L-I-E. Stand. Okay, right?
Yes, sir.
You got it updated, right?
Yes, sir.
So please get
Yes, sir.
yourself updated with reference to vocabulary. That's quite important to handle this kind of paragraphs. Okay, right? Or summary part. Fine. So yes, well, before say like dealing with the solution part. Okay. So we have discussed something about acronyms, right? So lifestyle. Which acronym you have picked up for lifestyle? Anybody?
Yes, sir. LFSTL.
LFST. Okay,
LFST.
fine. Right. So there is a word with reference to social and followed by D word. Social and then D word. Yes, please identify that. Social and then some D word. No? No idea?
No, sir.
Social development. It's not there.
Yes, sir, it's there.
Social development for children, social development children for life. Okay, right. Then you have a same development word D. You can go for DVMNT, even for emotional also. Do have something called emotional development? Is there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then there is a word called as cognitive. Now, who will tell me what is cognitive? Cognitive is a word which is connected with again brain. Okay, intellectual thinking, right, comes by cognitive skills, right? Learning skills. You can also highlight a word called as learning skills. Are you making a note of all this, please?
Yes, sir.
Cognitive refers to, right? Say it is a word which is reserved for brain's learning ability. Okay. Done?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Then
sir.
what is this? In the first paragraph, there is a word called debilate. Debilate. Yes, please. Debilate refers to make them weak. Okay. Debilate refers to make them weak for the rest of their lives.
Yes, sir.
Done? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then you have, say, with reference to some food, there should be some acronym. Food. Food related acronym, please. Food related acronym. Do you have something called processed food?
Yes, sir.
What is the synonym for processed food? Canned food.
Conservated. Yes, sir.
Canned food. CANNED. Canned food. Food which is available in cans. So popular example is Western market, United States. You have everything in cans only. You are aware about that? That's called as processed food. Okay. Well, is there any negative part of canned food?
Yes, sir.
Canned food leads to obesity. Is that clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Canned food consists of more trans fats. Okay. Trans fats usually will never get digested in our body, and they'll be forming what? Calories which cannot be easily burned. Okay, right. So trans fats, trans fat, FATs. All right. Good. Fine. Then what is next? Abbreviation you have used. Processed food I have highlighted, and computer games you can use for games also, GMS, something like that. Okay. And how about the computer education? You should use even for computer education also. Computer education or competitive education. You have two. Computer games is there. Competitive education. Okay. So let us do one thing. For computer games, you need not take any kind of acronym. You can, or abbreviation. You can go for competitive education. Right? Something like CMPT, something like that. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
There is no hard and fast rule to pick up, say, this sort of right? Abbreviations. Well, please be absolutely what say at your own discreet to pick up them, to formulate them. But the thing is, ensure that they are matching to the situation. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, right. Then, for say children are forced something, there should be kind of some title here, right? So children are forced, right, to act like mini adults, and then I hope almost to say like they're all done. Okay, well, so and do have something where word starts with family and then family and then end with say word starts with yes. Even for that also, there should be a keyword starting with family. Yes. Family and say followed by a word with S, ST. I gave even that clue also. No.
Family interactions.
Sorry, please repeat.
Family interactions.
Family interactions. Try some other. Yeah, please. Anybody else? Here you have. See? What is this, please?
Family structures.
Family structures. Got it? Okay. So
Yes, sir.
family structures, right? Well, how come family structure influence the thought process of a child? Will you agree to that? Will you agree to that? Yeah, whether it is yes or no, I
Yes.
appreciate if you try to reciprocate. Okay, it's here the question mark is not whether you are able to answer or not. The question mark is whether you're able to attempt or not. Okay, I hope you got it. Well, will you agree that a family structure also influences the thought
Yes,
process of a
sir.
child?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Usually you will experience some problems with say single child. Okay, right. So single child is more prone to this kind of impact. Okay, right. And there is another word called as PALY. Did you notice that just beside family structures, there is a word called as PALY.
Yes, sir.
So yes, can anyone highlight what do you mean by the PALY, please? Having a very close friendly relationship, that is called as PALY. Okay, so okay, got it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's good, right? Fine. I hope majority part are all done, right? Fine. Okay. Good. So I may have to demonstrate the key for you, right? For this, okay. Let's go through. I'll try to provide the key, right, in the last session. Will that do? All of you, yes?
Okay, sir.
I'm trying to right now. I'm trying to put overview. Okay. Okay. Then we shall go for the key part. Okay. Right. So
Yes, sir.
good. Yes. Define communication. That's our next say like yes. Anyone? Define communication. 1 mark. There is a wonderful keyword for this. I even highlighted this in the class. Communication came from a Latin word called
Communicate,
communicare refers to
which means to share.
Meaning to share.
communicare refers to share. Okay, so you can have a very fantastic start with that word, right? And well, what is the means of communication? Means of communication refers to what? Language. Understood? So language is a means of communication. All right. So
Yes, sir.
and then you also have related to that. You also got something called as say verbal, and then as well as a para language. Okay, right? Non-verbal. Okay. You also got sign language, right? Fine. So these things you can just jot down. You can just highlight. That's all. You need not explain. Please make it a point where there is a mark to the RHS side of the question. Please follow the mark, and according to that only you are expected to either expand the topic or contract the topic. Do not try to like exaggerate the topic beyond an extent, because for a marked question, no matter how much you are going to represent, you are going to have max as only 1 mark. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So please do not waste the time by exaggerating the topic beyond a certain extent, because I told you, even if you are the best, right, across the country also, you will be allotted only 1 mark for a 1 mark question, right? So put more focus on, right, question number 1. Earlier also I have highlighted. Question number 1 is going to, right, demonstrate, well, most maximum weightage with reference to the entire question paper. Rest of all are going to, right, demonstrate a weightage of 1 mark or 2 marks. But for writing skills, the main emphasis in this actually like paper part is definitely about writing skills. Please make it a very valid point to be noted. Right? Clear now? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So yes, communication overview is done. Right? Choose the best word. Right? Choose the word which best expresses the meaning of the given word. Right? Yes, sir. You got something called as a purgative. Okay. Yes, sir. So what is the meaning of this? It refers to laxative.
Laxative.
Laxative. Okay. Right. Good. Fine. Then in case of circumspect, circumspect refers to unguarded.
Unguarded, sir.
Unguarded.
Yeah. But you are expected to pick up the antonym this time, not the say like synonym part. It is the antonym. So first of all, right, well, can you highlight what is say circumspect? Circumspect. There should be some rhyming word here. Circumvent. You ever came across a word called circumvent? Circumvent means say move around. All right. So the satellite circumvent the earth. You got the picture?
Yes, sir.
And what do you mean by circumspect, please?
Unwilling to take risk.
So, right, you can highlight, say, vary, W-A-R-Y, vary, and as well as not willing to take any kind of risk factors. Okay, so that's it. Fine, good. Well, that means will they be very cautious or will they be risky? Will they be, say, like without any surveillance? Reckless, you can say that way. Will they be cautious? Or
Cautious.
Cautious. So, opposite to cautious is what? Not taking any precautions at all.
Yes,
So
sir.
it comes under what? Unguarded. You understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right, good. So yes, change the following into passive voice. It's fantastic, right? I hope you should recall our subject and then action, verb, etc. theory part here, right? Okay. So the teacher said to the students, "Be quiet and listen to me carefully." Okay. So be quiet and listen to me carefully. Yes. You can use a very, like a polished word here. The teacher urged the students, right, say to be quiet and listen to her carefully. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Is that
sir.
clear? The
Yes,
teacher urged, U-R-G-E-D, urged the students, right, say to stay what? Say to be quiet and listen to him or her carefully. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what's actually the trick I have
Yes, sir.
I have highlighted with reference to precerating? Well, didn't I mention precerating is also going to be an important question, correct?
Yes, sir.
Precerating, yes, okay. I don't know. I wonder whether you made enough practice or not, but I have insisted very, say pretty number of times to have a good practice of the precerating, right? You remember that?
Yes, sir.
All right, fine, right. And what's the, the trick I have, say, quoted? I told you to go through the questions first of all. Remember?
Yes, sir.
So go through the questions
Yes,
first
sir.
of all. You'll be having an understanding, okay, what's the, what's actually say like, well, in case of passage writing, go through the questions first of all. In case of precerating, well, first reading, second reading, third reading, third should be quick enough, okay? And basing on that, you're expected to prepare. I gave you a framework, steps. Can someone recall those steps, please? For passage writing, the trick is go through the questions first. For precerating, the trick is read the paragraph, write once, twice, and then thrice, right? Repeatedly. And I gave you a framework. You already, even jot it down. You forgot the framework. Step 1, step 2, step 3. No, you don't remember anything. Oh, that's so sad. You at least remember that we discussed that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. Yes or no. Just yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
I'm coming across only one S for that, right? What happened to rest of all, right? How many participants do we have? Okay. That's a very small pool. Okay. So people are no more incompetent in, right, say English, it seems, BCR. So everybody are competent. So that's why they don't have their presence here. That's fantastic. Okay. Not an issue at all, right? So yes, we have, I have, like demonstrated a framework how to, right, say handle Prezi, and about step 1, step 2, step 3, right? This is what I'm trying to address, right? At least you recall that we discussed this in the session or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is all about Chandrayaan, right? Okay, wonderful space mission with reference to, right, say our ISRO, okay, and also about Vikram, right? So, well, I'm sorry. Yeah. And also about Vikram, which is connected to, right, say another what we call as a lander equipment and rover, right, by title Pragyan, right,
Okay.
and it's some weight is being highlighted on that as 3.87 tons, right? Okay, okay, fine, right. So how short is your Prezi, please? Anybody? How many lines? Sorry. And first it should start with dash. Who will tell me? Prezi first should start with dash.
Heading, sir.
Title, please.
Yes, sir.
Title, you don't require any title or what?
Yes, sir. Title. Heading required, sir.
So, which title you have opted for?
ISR was Chandrayaan 2 a sequel.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Right. Fine. So title about Chandrayaan you have specified. Okay. But what Chandrayaan is meant for? Is it not something connected to mission to moon?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, right, fine.
It is to be landed on moon.
That's good, fine. Okay, I'll come across that, right. What do you understand by networking communication? Yes, 1 mark. Method or pattern used by members,
yes, sir,
of an organization to what?
To communicate.
To share, that's all. To communicate. Okay, to share or to communicate. Good, right. So, yes, sir. Choose the word which best expresses the meaning. Yes,
Isolation.
please. Quarantine, isolation, fantastic, right? And choose
Isolation.
appropriate words to fill the blank. The dash of the institutions through the purging of corruption is fundamental to the health of a dash. Yes, sir. The dash of institutions. Yes, please. Cleansing, very fantastic, right? Cleansing or cleaning, please. It is, yes, it is not NING, correct? Cleansing. CLEANSING. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So make them pure, make them, like remove the impure things, right? Okay. So through the purging of corruption is fundamental to the health of a dash. Yes, please.
Democracy.
Democracy. Wonderful, wonderful. Right. Okay, good. Change the following into passive. Okay. Rahul has kept his money safely in the bank. Yes, that's good.
Money has been kept in the bank safely by Rahul.
Okay, that's a good try. Okay.
So,
money has been kept. Yes, sir. One more try. Yes, please go on.
the money was safely kept in the bank by Rahul.
Oh, money. The money was okay. Good. Money. Here, did you notice Rahul has kept? They have used has kept.
Has.
Has kept. Okay.
Is safely.
The money has been kept safely in the
Has
bank
been
by
should
Rahul.
become.
The
Okay,
money
okay.
has been kept safely. The money has been kept safely in the bank by Rahul. That will do. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Yes, sir. Rashmi said, hooray, I've scored good marks in my final examination. Ah,
Rashmi exclaimed with joy that
okay.
she had scored good marks in her final examination.
So Rashmi exclaimed. You can use a
Yes,
word
sir.
here called exclaimed. You are right. Okay. Because it's an expression, correct? Okay. Hooray is absolutely an outrageous joy. Okay. So you can go for exclaim. That's good word. Okay, right. So Rashmi exclaimed that, yes,
Yes, sir.
exclaimed with joy as she had scored, right, good marks in her final examination. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, right. Okay, next comes as say complaint letter, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope we have done exercise with reference to computer printer, if I remember well, right? Classroom exercise, I work with a printer actually. Okay, right, in my exercise, good. Paralanguage. Huh.
Non-verbal communication.
Can you quote some examples for paralanguage?
Non-verbal communication.
Voice modulation while speaking, emotions, pitch, stress of words.
So there is an important word not to be missed by title tone, T-O-N-E.
Yes, sir.
Tone. Yes, sir. Tone of voice used.
Yeah, and the tone, and we also call it as pitch. For example, like, may I know what is your name? May I know what is your name? This is one fashion. The other is, may I know what is your name? See?
Yes, sir.
See, name should be ended with a question mark, isn't it? So, right. So that question mark is expected to be, right, say absolutely pronounced in your in your voice, actually, right? So, may I know what is your name? Or may I know what is your name, please? See, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
When you talk about may I know your name, this is called flat pronunciation. So flat is definitely never attractive and even not valid also. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So, right. Am I clear to you, please? This is it. Am I clear? This is not right. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, good. Okay. Good. So, well, suitable antonym, please. Conquest. Good word. Conquest. Conquest means what? Win. Opposite is defeat. Okay. Right.
Yes, sir.
Passive voice. The outbreak of a pandemic forbids the passengers to use the railway service. That means passengers are not using railway service. So passengers are forbidden. You can go that way. Passengers
Yes,
are
sir.
forbidden
The passengers are
services
forbidden.
due to outbreak of the pandemic. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Is that clear? Right. So Abhishek said,
Yes, sir.
I am unable to attend the meeting because I am ill today. You are expected to change it to indirect. Abhishek informed that, you can use that way. Informed
Yes,
that, okay, he was unable, yes, to attend the meeting because he was ill that
That
day.
day.
He was ill that day.
Ill that day. Is
Yes,
that clear?
Sir, passive voice again.
Yeah, because indirect speech, no? All right.
Passive.
I'm sorry.
Second point. Second point she's asking.
Second, okay, fine, right. Okay. The passengers are forbidden. You want to make a note? You want to make a note?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the passengers are forbidden to use the railway services. The passengers are forbidden to use the railway services due to outbreak of the pandemic. Due to outbreak of the pandemic. Done? Okay. Now move on to
Yes,
time
sir.
management. Yes, okay, good, right. Okay. Idioms and phrases, right. Now, have you gone through the list which I have uploaded to you, right? Good
Yes,
collection
sir.
of, I think.
Yes, sir.
Well, by any means, well, the list helped you? By any means,
What?
the list helped you or
Yes,
not?
sir.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Okay, good. Okay, fine. Well, so what are the characteristics of effective communication? First thing is clarity. Is that clear?
Clarity. Yes, sir.
And then
Concise.
conciseness.
Yes, sir.
That
Yes,
means
sir.
what? It should be apt enough to the context actually. Next should be coherence. Coherence means there should be some sort of a relativity about with reference to the words. The words are supposed to get related with one and another. Is that clear? Okay,
Yes,
right. And concreteness.
Complete. Okay.
Complete. Okay, fine. Right. Completeness, concreteness, courteous. All C's. Majority of the cases will be C's with reference to the communication. Am I clear? Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And also you're expected to draw focus as well as attention, right, with reference to the audience. Okay, that's about effective communication. Good. Now correct meaning of right idioms, phrases given below. Keep at bay. Okay, so
Keep at distance.
Keep at bay, you are right. It refers to what? Keep at a distance, right?
Yes.
Well, hold one's horse. Have patience.
Have patience.
Hold one's horse refers to have patience, right? Okay. Change the following into indirect, please. The teacher said to Rohan, pay attention in the class. See, this is also called as tone. The teacher said to Rohan, pay attention in the class. This is flat pronunciation. The teacher said to Rohan, pay attention in the class. See, pay attention in the class. Landing. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, please migrate into indirect, please.
The teacher warned Rohan to pay attention in the
Teacher
class.
warned Rohan. Okay.
So the teacher ordered Rohan to pay
Ordered.
attention.
Or
You
Our
can use
teacher
you
advisory.
can use a cautioned, or warned is more appropriate. Ordered than ordered. Okay, right.
Okay, sir.
So see, I am not ordering. Please mind my tone also. The teacher said to Rohan, pay attention in the class. That's it. Okay. So the teacher said to Rohan, why didn't you pay attention to the class? This is different. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right.
Yes, sir.
The teacher said to Rohan, pay attention to the class. This is not what we call as order. Okay.
Okay.
The teacher is trying to pull attention of Rohan, if I'm right. Okay. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. Right. You are expected to, please go on. Yeah.
The teacher asked Rohan to pay attention in the class.
Asked is generally, it's not formal. So it's not so appropriate to use it. Okay. So it is like, it doesn't sound good also, right? So it is better to go for what, say either cautioned or warned. Okay, right. Or hinted. You can also go for hinted. The teacher hinted Rohan. There too is not required. The teacher hinted Rohan, right? Why don't you pay attention in the class? You got it?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes.
All right. So fine, good. So let's move on to I think it's almost done, right? Okay. Oh, video is gone. Okay. So almost it is done. Anyways, right? Let's move on to the solution part. Okay. Well, 1 minute.
So I wanted to ask about the report writing, the length of report writing.
Yeah, I'm trying to furnish right now about the solution part. Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Sir,
please,
it is
yeah.
a short summary.
Sorry? Amnesia. Did you ask for short memory?
Precise writing is
Oh, precise writing. Okay. Yes. It is not precise. Precise writing. What's your doubt? Please repeat again.
it is a short summary.
Short summary. Yes. Well, have you skipped our sessions? You have not attended our sessions?
No, sir. Today only I'm attending.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. Preceding refers to, right, you will be provided a paragraph and where, like you're expected to, right, condense the paragraph as much as possible. Usually there is a measurement for that, right? It should be 1/3 of the original content. Well, students, at least by now you recall, I have furnished a framework to you where it was clearly mentioned the output is expected to be 1/3 of the original content. Remember
Yes,
that?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. And preceding should not be consisting repeated words, right? Repeated terms and repeated words, and then the original essence of the essence of the original paragraph is not to be compromised. This is one more caution for the new entrant. Actually, hope right. Yes, it's clear to you. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 1 minute. Yes, here comes the solution, friends, right? Okay. So please mark it first A. Well, section A. First question, it is Apple. Are you marking, please?
Yes, sir.
And for second question, it is Delhi. And these two are major types of depression. Major depressive disorder. It is more dangerous form of depression characterized by persistent feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and worthlessness that cannot be overcome easily. Okay. And persistent depressive disorder keeps on continuing. That is the meaning of it. It is a mild but chronic form of depression and was earlier termed as dysthymia. Okay. And for number 4, major causes include a combination of biological, psychological, and social distress that further cause a change in activity of certain neural circuits in the brain. So I caution you, right? Please do not what we call as look at the overall essence of it. There are some keywords which are supposed to be highlighted. See, just imagine if you skip to highlight the word called as a dysthymia, right? In your solution, that refers it's a minus point. Is that clear? Okay. So do not say overdo the scoring, imagining that yes, I have mentioned everything, sir, but I don't know how come I have got very poor score, right? So this shouldn't be right your version. Okay, right. So next, major causes include a combination of biological, psychological, and social distress that further cause, say, like change in activity of certain neural circuits in the brain, right? Okay. And depression can be cured. Sorry, depression can be cured. Right, I'm sorry. Yeah. It can be cured by a combination of medication and say psychotherapy, light therapy, exercises, and last and most important, I think I have quoted to underline this also, family support. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Right. And this is, like you better take a snapshot. That's better, so that you can have a good practice with reference to this exercise.
Yes, sir.
Done, please. Snapshot is done, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 1.4. And yeah, even this also. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think we we even like highlighted about these abbreviations. Family STR stands for family structure, play, bedtimes. Family INTR. What is this family INTR, please? Anybody?
Interactions.
Very fantastic.
Family interaction.
Yeah, very fantastic. Education, EDTN. Marketing,
Yes, sir.
peer pressure. I think we discussed even about peer. Peer means belonging to the same, right?
Same department.
Okay. You can say contemporaries also, right? So tech for technology. Okay, fine. So like this,
Yes, sir.
please make a, I will take a snapshot, please, even for this also. 1 minute. Please go on. Yeah.
Yes,
Done?
sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Right. So again, from obesity onwards. I'll do one thing. Shall I minimize or else totally? You can just take a snap and then you can magnify it. How that would be like? I'll do one thing, right? Even the previous say like page also. Yes.
But it's not clear, sir.
No, you just take a snap and then you try to magnify and then tell me whether it is visible or not. You take a snapshot and then you try to pinch and say and then notice whether it's getting magnified clearly or not.
It is there, sir.
Is it okay now? Is it fine?
Can you zoom a bit?
Yes, sir.
Zoom. Okay, fine. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. How now? How about now? No?
Yeah, sir, much better.
How about, okay, I think.
Sir, if possible, you can share this PDF right now.
Okay, Shruti Shah is announcing that you have the PDF, it seems. No?
Yes, sir. I have the PDF.
Yeah, Shruti, please help out your friends. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, you people can get connected to Shruti Shah. Is that okay? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Fine. Yeah, second page is done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Yes. Third, it's examining, discussing lifestyle, DVMT development, ACC according, and CHRE, child care. Please notice child care. Say for child CH and for care it is only RE. Got it? Okay. And poisoning PSNG and processed PSD and competitive CMPT, and CMPT can also be used for complaint. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, even for complaint also, right? So this is it. Yeah, take a snap. Done. Done, please. Okay. So here, the word communication is derived from the Latin word which we have discussed, communicare, which means to share or exchange information, ideas, or feelings. So it can be defined as an activity or process of exchanging or expressing ideas, right? And feeling of people. It's imparting or interchange of thoughts, opinions, or information either by verbal or non-verbal. Okay, right? So fine. Now here, yes, sir. Laxative and then unguarded, which we already discussed. An award will be given to Arvind for his extraordinary performance, right? So for B3, this is the answer. The teacher urged the students to be quiet and listen to her or him carefully. Is this what we discussed also? The teacher urged the students to be quiet and listen to her or him. Why her or him? Because the gender is absolutely not specified there. And actually for teacher, you do not even mention gender. There are some words which are called as gender neutral, actually. Okay. Right. So teacher is gender neutral. Okay. Right.
1-8.
Okay. Yes, friends. Right. And how about this one?
3 numbers आपने बोलते हैं
181.
हाँ. Yeah, बाद में you can just go through the telephone numbers and all, my friend. Right. Please update this. So soaring to the moon. That's like a more suitable title. So as you can see, well, one third, right, formula, it is definitely going to get maintained. Will you accept it? One third of the original content. Did you notice, please? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, and communication network refers to the method and pattern used by members of an organization to pass on information to other employees in the organization. Network helps managers create various types of communication flow according to the requirement of the task. Okay, at hand. Some companies have established and predefined networks of communication for specified venture. Right. Okay. So this is about what is communication network short note. Okay. And for balloon, well, 3 balloon. Right. First answer it is Delhi isolation. And second is cleansing, democracy. So about Rahul issue, the money has been kept safely in the bank by Rahul. Okay. The money has been kept safely in the bank by Rahul. And Rashmi exclaimed with joy as she had scored good marks in her final examination. So I hope, well, even this word got introduced between us. Okay, right. Well, okay. And this is, see the letter writing. So as you can see, to the sales manager, XYZ Appliances, right, New Delhi, and dear sir, well, ma'am, I strongly suggest not to go for this, ma'am. You can be very, clear as madam. Okay, right. So, well, fine. It's a MA and then, well, MA and then AM is appropriate. It's okay. But don't skip A out of it. You don't say mention it as MAM. MA is absolutely not right. Am I clear to you? Class,
Yes,
you're there.
sir.
Okay. What's rolling on? Busy, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. Fine. So this,
No,
please,
sir.
this, take a say snap.
So I had shared a link for this answer key PDF, sir, in chat box.
Okay, share link. Okay.
Yes, sir. The direct PDF link, sir.
No. Actually, this got submitted to me by ICA only. Not, I have not downloaded.
Yes, sir. I downloaded in that website and shared through link, sir.
Okay, you mean to say you have already shared this with your friends? Okay, that's fantastic.
No,
okay.
sir. In this chat box, sir. In Zoom app.
Okay. All right, fine, right. So is it now available with you all or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
fine,
it
right.
can be seen to everyone, sir.
So sorry?
Can be seen to everyone, sir.
All right, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Okay, right. So, well.
Yes, sir.
All right. So now we have something called paralanguage, right? It is a manner in which we say something more than the actual words used. Reveal the intent of the message, the voice quality, clarity also should be there, volume, intonation, pitch, stress, emotion, and as well as finally what? Tone, right? It communicates approval, interest, or lack of it. Usually when the pronunciation is flat, that demonstrates a lack of interest. That's what actually could be underlined. Okay, right, fine. Yes, I hope this you got a doubt earlier while discussing. The passengers are forbidden to use the railway services due to outbreak of the pandemic. Or you also got an alternative here. Due to outbreak of the pandemic, the passengers are forbidden to use railway services. You can also go like this. Understood? Yes, please. Okay. So yes, this snapshot is done.
Yeah, sir. Everything is done.
Okay. So yeah. All right. So effective communications, bullet points, clarity, conciseness, concreteness, coherence, completeness, courteous, and focus, and as well as attention, right? So as we earlier highlighted. So it requires clarity, it requires conciseness, which means do not use too many or irrelevant words or adjectives, right? Concreteness refers to very much specific, okay? Definite or unambiguous. Okay, right, fine. Coherence refers to how you bridge your sentences and words. Well, how you are going to say like formulate a word, a sentence with words and a paragraph with sentences, etc. and so on. That refers to, right, say coherence. Completeness refers to, right, say you are expected to address every aspect which you like to communicate. You are not expected to skip any single sentence of it. Okay, that refers to completeness. Okay, and courteous, fine, right. Sound polite, you are expected to sound polite. Okay, right. Yes, and
Yes,
focus
sir.
and attention, right. So which refers to what you are you are absolutely right, going to very much right, quote some examples, well, which draw the attention of right, the reader basically. Okay, or the listener, either ways it's possible, right? Okay, so well,
Sir, it is.
yeah, please go on.
Sir, is it important to give the clarification or description on 2 to 3 points, or should I just write the pointers like clarity, conciseness, correctness?
See, do not skip right the bullets. Definitely not. Do not skip bullets. Do not make any changes in the bullets, because right, if you try to compromise with them, the entire substance will get diluted. Okay, but inside the point called as clarity, conciseness, etc. and all, yes, you may add or you may omit some words or sentences. It is up to you. But my suggestion is never compromise with reference to the right, say bullet heads, subheadings. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Sir, is it necessary to abbreviate all the 7 points, sir? We have to give
Is
the
it
detailed
necessary to explain every point?
Exactly. I told you, please follow the weight of the question. Okay, it all depends on the weight. For example, well,
I think so. This is for
what are
2
the
marks.
attributes of a good communication? The question is given for 1 mark. Why you want to waste your time by representing all the 7 points in this fashion? No, definitely not. You can simply go for all the C's. You got my picture? All the 6 C's and then 1 7. 1 7 with focus. You done? You got it or not?
Yes, sir.
So follow the weight. Please mind the weight. To the right hand side of the question, very clearly write the weight. How many marks? Well, the question is going to get raised. That will be mentioned. So please go through that. Clear
Yes,
now?
sir.
Okay. Right. So I mean, initially only I have a caution you regarding this. So most of the people, most of the students, right, they go wrong with the time calculation and also the content calculation. So they may lose the grip on the content and they may extend or expand it beyond certain extent. Okay, so that should be very much say practiced. Otherwise, it will be you will not be able to do justice for all the sections equilibrium. Clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So then one more is there. That's your letter about minutes, right? Yes. Done? Yes. Snapshot is done, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then say some sample resume. What is this cover letter, please? See, remember always the very latest pattern, right? In the in the industry is, it is not at all suggested to forward your resume without a cover letter. Now, cover letter demonstrates a very brief, right? Very brief, okay, right? Introduction about you and the purpose, right? Why you are forwarding, for which position you are trying to forward your resume. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so a company may announce, well, n number of, say vacancies. So to the HR, human resources person in charge, it should be very clear, right? So the position to which you are trying to visualize yourself, the position to which you are trying to say, well, I mean, have a thought that you'll be suitable for. So for that, a very brief introduction about you is required with reference to say cover letter. Okay, so that cover letter part always will be followed by a resume. Okay, so I recommend to separate cover letter and as well as the resume into 2 pages. Okay, and one more thing is, never try to extend your resume, well, max more than a page. If you are not having any experience. If you are having experience, then you may extend till 2 pages. Well, very basic fundamental. So do not go for more than a single page for an amateur, and for experienced, preferably 1 page again. If not, please go for 2 pages. I am talking about resume, not the cover letter. Cover letter always is suggested only to be 1 page. No, absolutely say length beyond 1 page. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So then this is the tentative resume. So here, do you feel that any field is skipped or missing? Can you make it still more better way? What is the hierarchy to be followed while mentioning your educational qualifications? Remember always, when it comes to experience, are you with me? Are you
Yes,
with me,
sir.
all of you, please? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
When you are going to highlight your experience, well, always start with the present and then you go to the past. You follow this order?
Yes, sir.
For
Okay, sir.
example, you are right now with organization C. Okay. So when you talk about your experience, first you try to speak about, say, organization C. After that, you speak about B. And last, you're going to talk about A. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. And when it comes to educational qualifications, okay, well, the same fashion you may go for highest first, and then you just step down, say like to the next rows actually. Okay, so this is definitely suggested, so and and one more suggestion is preferably do not go for any kind of acronyms in your resume. Please do not go for acronyms in your resume. You try to be as elaborate as possible. Okay, in case if it is mandatory for you to use acronyms, then you please provide the clarification as a footnote. So
Yes, sir.
the first instance is better don't go for acronyms. Am I clear? For example, like if I tell you I have passed my TY BCom, I gave my TY BCom exams and I am waiting for the result. So TY BCom, what is TY BCom, please? What is TY BCom?
Don't know, sir.
Are you familiar with TY BCom?
No, sir.
No,
sir.
none of you. Okay. So TY BCom is like a vernacular concept which widely used in Mumbai. Okay, they will call first year BCom as FY BCom, SY BCom, TY BCom. You got it now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is absolutely between yourself and your college, but not to everybody. Okay. So what I suggest is please do not go for such kind of jargons or vernacular concepts, and be very absolutely crisp. That's quite important. Okay. As a matter of fact, I still more suggest to go for Master of Arts. Be very clear in that also. Bachelor of Arts. Okay. There is no harm in going like that. It demonstrates absolutely clarity with reference to the presentation. Done? Clear? Okay. Yes. And how about this skills part? Skills, and then you also can notice interpersonal. Here,
Yes,
something is definitely missing. So I suggest you to go for an important trait called as empathy. 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 Okay. What's an empathy, please? It always refers keeping yourself in the shoes of the other person. Is it compulsory? Is it important in a work environment? Keeping yourself in the shoes of the other person, say your colleague or your peer or your boss, right? Let them be XYZ, but keeping, right, say what we call as, right, keeping your feet in the shoes of the other person means, right, you are trying to think their point of view. Is this required in an office environment? I'm asking you, required or not required?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So do not skip that. That's very much important. Okay, right? So good communication skills and highly organized and efficient ability to work independently, right? Ability to work in a team. In a team, A is there. A is missed actually. So highlight A also. Okay, and yes, and then languages known. Even this is also not complete. I suggest you, right, whenever it comes to languages known, well, you should be very clear about language which you can speak, which you can write, which you can understand. 3 points are clear?
Yes, sir.
Which you can speak, which you can write, which you can understand. 3 points are clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Not necessary that all the languages you can do all the 3 things. You got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
right.
sir.
For example, yes, definitely I can speak Hindi. I can understand Hindi, but I cannot write Hindi. That is not any kind of handicapped issue. Come on, don't panic yourself. But provide a clear-cut message, right? Like in the resume part, right? That you know, like you are familiar with say speech, you are familiar with understanding, you are familiar with writing or not. Even that also to be highlighted. Okay. See, this exercise is fine. You can just go along with that as it is. But when it comes to professional resume in your future course of action, okay, I am trying to put some light on those say aspects. I hope say the intention is clear to you. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
That's good, right? Fine. Okay, so well, I hope say we are absolutely right done with this illustration, right? Okay, so that so that brings an end to the session part, right? Any other queries, dear students? Right? Do you have any other queries to be raised?
Sir, I wanted to ask about the report writing part, essay part.
A report writing essay part.
Sir,
okay. Well, what's
sir,
your query?
actually, sir, actually, I wrote 210 words, and in the question it was written you have to write 250 to 300 words. Is it okay?
Minor, see, plus or minus 5 to 10% is absolutely shouldn't be a criteria. Shouldn't be a what we call as a very serious issue. Yes, I'm sure about that. But the suggestion is at least to, you are near to that. 210 is not bad when compared with 250. No issue. No issue.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. But it all demonstrates, you know, like same characteristics which you have specified in your answer, like how precise you have specified and whether you are maintaining cohesiveness or not. And then are you good with what they say, like the focus point, focal point, and vocabulary and all that stuff. Yes.
So one more thing, in report writing, how many paragraphs should I write? 2 or 3?
No, it all depends on the context, no? When you talk about the context, okay, right? So usually, if you notice, even a précis also, we maintain only single paragraph. You notice that?
Yes, sir.
But when it comes to report writing, it is more formal, okay? So you can just cut the paragraph where you feel it is absolutely required. For example, whenever you are trying to change the subject, you can go for a new paragraph. Okay, and whenever you feel that you want to highlight a few key points, point 1, point 2, point 3, like that. So the merits of this incident or the merits of this act or as under, there definitely you're expected to go for a fresh paragraph. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Or we found the following parameters in our investigation. In that case also, please go for a fresh paragraph. And do not forget to go for bullets, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that clear?
Sir, in essay and report writing both, can I include the bullets?
bullets, there is no harm going for. See, it all depends on the context. Example,
Okay,
in
sir.
your, if you are asked what are the advantages of artificial intelligence,
Okay, sir.
you have two options. Option A, you please go in what we call as in a flow, single flow, without any kind of say bullets. It's in a paragraph. Okay, this is option A. Option B, you're trying to provide the examiner more comfort by being very clear, precise in the shape of bullets, right? So you try to define, first of all, see, you remember this roadmap. Introduction, right? First is introduction. Okay. Second is say like summary. All right. Third is key points. And fourth is conclusion.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Conclusion is your landing. See, do not try to keep these as headings. I'm trying to provide you only a mind map. Intro. You please try to provide an introduction about the topic which you are going to summarize. Next, right? Next is what I have specified. A very brief description. Okay, right. And number third going to be what?
Key points.
Key points, explanation. Last is conclusion. That's it.
Okay, sir.
So, for example, like, is technology a boon or a bane? You got the question?
Yes, sir.
If your opinion is boon, okay, stick to that point. Stick to that point. And in the conclusion, you know, you in the landing part, thus with the above, right? Say with the above keynotes, it is well very clearly stated that technology is a boon and not a bane. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. Please conclude your paragraph or like your essay, whatever it is, with the question itself. You got the clue, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Clear that you should complete that the paragraph that way. Yes, done, all of you? You're there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, good. Okay. So, well, with that, yes, it concludes the session part, right? So, fine. Yes, I'm signing off now. And we are going to say like have another session tomorrow's evening. And that's going to be your mathematical part. Am I right? Mathematical paper is there, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Combination of math and as well as logical, as well as say stat and as well as say, well, many other things. Well, even that also I'm going to handle for your updation. Okay. So tomorrow
Yes, sir.
evening, let's gather again. Okay. Right. So
Yes, sir.
well,
Thank you, sir.
So have a fantastic night. Okay,
One thing, sir.
Yeah, please go on. Yes, sir.
Sir, can you please tell me the major difference between a CV and a resume?
Yeah, I have already highlighted in our session. Anyways, I'll try to put light again in that context. If the applicant is not experienced, then you please go for resume. If the applicant is experienced, well, at least say to a minimum of say 1 or 2 job profiles. Then you can go for curriculum vitae. It should be pronounced as curriculum vitae. It's called as.
Thank you, sir.
Is that clear? This is a very basic standard, say like what we call as contextual meaning. So many people get misled with reference to both are same, something like that. No, it is not like that. Resume refers to a starter in the career. Okay, and CV refers to usually an experienced or a veteran or professional. Is that clear?
Thank you, sir.
Right? Okay, fine. Fantastic, right? So take precaution, right? Absolutely, right? With reference to the pandemic, okay, right? Stay fine, stay healthy, right? So, right, have a good night, all of you. Right? Thank you. Right,
bye, sir.
Have a good night, sir. Thank you, sir.